last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It's a draw. Nice move to stay on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He wants to throw here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
The Dukes decide to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right there. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The inside handoff. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal flag. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Got it set up on the outside.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Still on his feet at the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's there to make the stop. And the Dukes are in the hurry-up. Trying to impose their will with the run. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. No huddle offense to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
The Dukes will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after making the catch. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And this one splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Oklahoma. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And they exploited that soft spot to get it down to the 35. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Throws to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got his man, and he's wrestled to the ground. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. It's on target and complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10, and the returner will be knocked down. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
And the Dukes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hubbard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On second down, he's looking downfield. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Getting some heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Georgia! What a catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense in press coverage. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Contreras. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Dukes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense getting set for first down. And that pass intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The give to the back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Wide receiver shows motion. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. A strike downfield. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Bulldogs will keep this drive going. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide out in motion. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Looking to move it through the air. They'll run the screen. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. And the Dukes just can't get a stop on 3rd down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Motion from the offense. Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Dukes will hustle to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for second down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Looking for a man, it's McWilliams. Pocket starts to collapse. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Quick release by the QB.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Off the play fake. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Dukes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The back goes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hubbard. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He'll do it himself. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give as they work on that clock. At the 35, he's loose. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It's 3rd and inches. Who can impose his will? A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quickly complete. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Movement here from the tight end. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The play action fake. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Buys a little time with his feet. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pass to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. They got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. The 40.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Offense set on 1st down. The quarterback takes a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.